Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachel.
And we are just wrapping up a 72-hour stay here at the Venetian for the very first time, and boy do we have a lot to tell you.
We have a lot to talk about. Let's go!
So as we said, this is our first time staying here at the Venetian,
It is.
We got it for free, to an extent.
Yeah, to an extent. We got the room base value for free on a casino comp offer.
And this is our very first time. We've never had a comp offer from here before. If you want to know the best way to do it, don't gamble at whatever casino you're at. Come over here, spend about $1,000 of play, and you might get an offer like we did. Ours is Sunday through Thursday is what we got.
Yeah, and it truly was one day we decided to come over here and play.
Yep.
Some are package offers. This one happens to be we get a cruise voucher as well with it. I've also seen others where you can add tickets to Wizard of Oz and a show or something of that.
Right, and one of the reasons we haven't stayed here is because it's not affiliated with other places.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to come into this review, and why I think it is like easily one of the most complete resorts I've ever stayed at.
Yeah.
And I could probably spend a month here.
Agreed.
Check-in process was very easy. We weren't sure, so we ended up going to the regular line and the invited guests. Because we were on the casino stay, Rachel was able to go through the invited guests and skipped a good chunk of the line.
A good chunk of the line, yeah.
Yeah. Then when we were checking in, the gentleman asked us if we wanted to upgrade to a different suite or a view, and we said, sure, what do you got? And so we ended up in a room that we've never seen anybody stay in before.
No, and it's very unique.
It is.
At least we believe it is.
Yeah. So outside of these doors, straight ahead of us, is a large patio terrace area. Which outdoor space in Las Vegas is very hard to come by, so this is unique.
We had booked a king suite when we booked the offer. All of the rooms at Venetian and Palazzo are suites. The upgrade to the terrace,
it was worth
fantastic.
it. Now, he said it usually is an extra $100 per night. We were able to get it for $75 extra, which we felt was worthwhile.
Yeah, we didn't mind that at all.
In the room, it's huge. Like when you add in the terrace area, like this is at least the main floor of our house.
Yeah.
If not larger.
Yeah, it's big. It's very, I woke up a couple of times and I'm just like, this is a huge room.
Right. Now, I do believe that they are updating some of the rooms, which is a good thing, because outlets are hard to find in here.
I would say that's the only downside of this room.
Agreed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we had to move a nightstand to get our stuff plugged in, and I'm sure it just comes with age. There are two decent-sized TVs, not huge, but there's this little divider that is like a railing, or an iron rail that separates the bedroom from the living room side. Now, I do believe that I've seen on other videos where there's like steps down. Mm-hmm. This is all one level.
Yeah.
Also, being on the third floor was one of the coolest things ever because you can use all of the elevators and they all go to the third floor, whereas everybody else has to go to like 1 through 17, 16 through 35, whatever. You know, you get how it goes.
Yeah.
But we were able to use whichever ones we didn't see people at, so we were in and out so fast.
It was very, very convenient.
Yeah. The bathroom is very nice. There is 2 sinks, there is a tub, there is a shower, and there is a separate toilet room.
Yeah, and they have a little area to get ready, like makeup area. Just every piece that you can imagine.
Yeah.
In the living room part, there are 2 chairs, there's a couch, there's a dining room table, and a desk.
Yeah.
Let alone a credenza, I guess I would call it the credenza, with a fridge, mini bar, and more dresser drawers.
Just mini bar.
Yeah.
It is not for you to use.
Yeah.
We did put creamer in there, so hopefully we aren't going to get charged for it.
I hope so.
But then out on the terrace area, there are 4 chairs, and there are some end tables. Now, I'm sure some people would be, what am I going to do out there? I don't care. We went out there and just enjoyed our coffee in the morning.
Yep.
Because it doesn't get that hot out there. It is in the shade. It doesn't get that hot compared to the rest of Vegas. How about that?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Vegas in the shade is not as bad as it always is.
And it did something that I think we get to in just a little bit. It transported you kind of outside of Vegas.
Yes.
I didn't feel like I was in Vegas. I actually felt I was in Venice.
Yeah.
Which is where the theming of this hotel intends to take you.
Now, to be fair, I do think that the day club is over there.
Yeah.
So in the afternoons, you did not feel like you were in Venice, that's for sure.
True.
As far as the casino floor goes, so Venetian and Palazzo are connected, and I think that it's actually nicer than, say, a Wynn Encore. I think it's an easier walk.
I'd agree.
But the two casino floors, I think, are almost night and day difference.
Yeah.
The Venetian side is loud. It's active. It's busy.
Very busy.
There's a lot of new games. There's a lot of table games and slot games. Everything that you could want is on that floor. The drink service was amazing outside of this morning, which was Tuesday morning until like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So drink service was probably some of the best we've seen in Vegas over the last couple of years.
Agreed.
The Palazzo side, it seemed like it was much more calm, but they still had a good variety of games.
They did.
And still decent cocktail service.
It really did feel like two different casinos.
It did.
So it was kind of nice to have that option.
As far as how they are connected is Restaurant Row, which we're just walking by some of the best restaurants in all of Las Vegas, so that's cool. If you want to be one floor up, you're basically walking on a recreation of the streets of Venice.
Yep.
So that's also sweet. So it's a very cool connection, and it keeps your mind moving so you don't feel like you're just bored wandering through very long hallways.
Agreed. Now, that brings us to dining. The dining options here at Venetian and Palazzo are some of the best we have seen anywhere.
Yeah, it's endless.
So much so that in the room is a dining guide with pages
It's
of
a
options.
beautiful dining guide, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a table book or a coffee table book.
Yes. So if you're unsure where to go, pick a page. There's probably 100 pages in that book.
Yeah.
And you'll randomly come across. It even lists your Starbucks, which there are 4 of here. I think we named off at least 8 different restaurants that start with the letter C.
Yes.
There's so much to do. Now we have done a decent amount. We've gone to Delmonico, loved it. We've gone to Mateo's, Chica, Cut, Milo's. We went to Monterey 2 again this trip.
We've
loved
also
it.
done that one right across from Yardbird. We've been to Yardbird.
Yep, Yardbird, Sugar Cane.
Yeah.
We were thinking that we would have a ton of different places to go to, and we're like, holy cows, we actually have done a decent amount of these.
Yeah.
And it's endless. There are so many good choices. Whatever variety of food you're looking for, there's like Middle Eastern food, there is Asian food. Now, there's not Indian food. That's the one place I would like to go to.
Yeah.
But maybe someday. There is Italian food. There's many steakhouses. There are also 2 new steakhouses coming. Bazaar Meat is going to be opening here in the next week. And then Cote is opening, I believe, in October.
Yeah.
So it's going to be as many steakhouses as you could handle.
And I think Josh touched on this, but I'm going to reiterate it. It's every price range. It's fast food. It's quick service options. There's in-room dining. There's mid-tier level pricing. There's high-end steakhouses. There's high-end restaurants of all kinds. There's happy hour options. There's brunch options.
Most of
There's
those
every
restaurants
option.
we were listing are all the fancy ones. But there's also Grand Lux Cafe, and there's Black Tap. And there's so many restaurants in the Canal Shops area that are at that nice mid price point, as well as happy hours. You're not going to go wrong here. You will not go hungry. You could stay here for a month and probably eat at a different restaurant every single day for every meal.
Agreed.
All right. Dining's great. You got it.
Oh, but no buffet.
Dining's great. You got it. Real quick, we want to take a moment to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Turo.
Recently, we needed a car for our weekend getaway, so we skipped the rental counter and rented a car on Turo.
Turo is the world's largest car-sharing marketplace. You can choose from an extraordinary selection of over 1,600 makes and models shared by local hosts who list their cars for rent. We picked a car up at the airport with Turo, and it was super simple. All you gotta do is type in the search bar looking for the airport that you're gonna be landing at, and then all cars in the results can be picked up at or near the airport.
So when you're planning your trip and getting ready to rent, you use filters, you pick the options you want, such as we got to pick a Dodge Challenger, one of the cars we've been wanting to drive for many years.
When you get off the plane, you'll have instructions on Turo telling you where the car is at. Depending on the airport, you'll pick up your car at designated airport parking lots, garages, or even curbside.
So no long lines, no rental counters, just a faster, smoother pickup and drop off. That was the key. The drop off was easy as well. When renting on Turo, you get to pick the exact car you want, whether EVs, budget-friendly, or even sports cars. You can even add accessories such as child seats and ski racks. You'll never have to guess what car you're picking up. For anyone traveling this holiday season, Turo is available at over 140 airports in the US and Canada. So skip the rental counter and rent on Turo.
As far as the pool goes, I think it's nice. I'm not gonna say it's over the top. It wasn't one that I would seek out to go to, but I'm not going to not go if I'm staying here at the Venetian.
Yeah, I really liked it from the perspective of it was shaded in the mornings, plenty of seating, but I could see how it probably gets busy in the afternoons and you may be lacking some seating. And I thought it, again, transported you outside of Vegas. It was very pretty. It had a nice welcoming area with a fountain, shops, there were bars, there's a couple of restaurants down there, and I think there was even hot tubs.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a very nice and relaxing area. If it's hot outside, and you want to get away, it's a great spot for it.
I agree.
The bar area was very nice, and it is adults only, I believe. And that's right in the center of the pool areas. We did not get to see the Palazzo pool this time. Hopefully, we'll be back at a later date.
Yeah, I hope so.
Gym. I didn't make it to the gym, but Rachel did.
I did, and I will tell you, it's on the 4th floor. You walk through a hallway that looks like rooms, and then you turn a corner into the most beautiful hallway to walk to their salon and spa and their gym. Their gym has a rock wall. Huge, could not believe that. It also has a ton of cardio equipment in a separate area. There was a consultation room for you to meet with a trainer, and I believe there were other rooms to the other side of the cardio area for classes. This is crazy. I couldn't believe how big it was.
Now, we just did Aria, and we said that Aria is probably the second best gym we've seen in Las Vegas. How would you rank this against that?
I would have to say it's top 3. I mean, I would say I'd have to go again to see if I missed anything, but I would say it's probably top 3. It's going to hit right up there with Fontainebleau, Aria, and Venetian.
As far as clubs go, they do have Tao, which we've never been to.
No, but I
probably won't.
I do believe it is a day and night club.
Yes.
So that's an option.
Well, we know the day club is here because I can hear it outside.
Yes.
But as far as like lounges, which is what we like to do, there were plenty of lounges. There are nice. Even the lobby bar was fantastic. We had a drink there. And there's other bars. We've seen multiple speakeasies. One we tried to go to last night was Close Company. And unfortunately, it was closed at 11 p.m. when I thought it was supposed to close at midnight. I don't know if that's a sign that it wasn't busy. But we couldn't get in. And it's not because we were turned away by the security guard. And then we also saw there is a speakeasy by a sake and sushi spot. So there's lots of hidden bars around. You're not going to be missing out here at the Venetian. I can tell you that much.
Another interesting part was where their poker room was. It's kind of up and out of the way. It's in the Grand Canal shops. I think it's probably a shared poker room.
I think it's at the Palazzo side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of cool to see. And their sports book seemed pretty nice as well.
It was much nicer than I thought it was. I never hear anybody talk about the sports book here, but it was nice. As far as the overall vibe goes, I feel like the Venetian, it used to be far too overwhelming for me. And that's been something that I've kind of not just casually come through here, because whether you're in the canal shops or the casino floor, it was just always busy. And it still is. But I think that after staying here for almost 3 days, I kind of know my way around and it doesn't bother me as much. Whereas before I was like confused and like, I don't know, there was just so much going on that I'm like, I don't know where I'm going, and there's a billion people in front of me.
Yeah.
So it gets better, trust me.
It does, and I do believe that comes down to the conventions. Because there is a lot of conventions around the Venetian, and every time we've been here, even when we did come just for a quick lunch, it's been busy with the convention crowd. The casino at night was packed, but I never felt that I couldn't find a place to play.
Yeah.
So I think it's well spread out, it's just busy.
That does make me think of something I absolutely hate. Do you know what it is? The rideshare area is
a mess.
Probably the worst I've seen in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It is one of those where you definitely know that the resort was created before Uber and Lyft were a thing. We ended up waiting a solid probably 30 minutes while our driver was simply waiting in traffic to get up. It's up on like a second or third level of a parking garage, maybe second. And then it just gets so tied up. Now, we ended up going somewhere around the time that the day club must have let out.
Yeah.
And so the taxi line was gigantic, and the rideshare area was just hundreds of people. And the cars just can't move fast enough. It So that was just, it was awful.
It was a bit of a frustration.
So think about that, especially, you know, watch what time day clubs are getting out,
Yeah.
or if there's like shows or something that get out right around the same time, because it was chaotic and it almost made us miss a reservation that was offsite.
Yeah. So there are multiple shows available here at the Venetian. Shin Lim is here. Atomic Saloon, which is a Spiegel World production. Dita Von Teese.
Yeah, I think there's also like comedians, there's musical acts.
And the very nice part, which we learned about, is there is a bridge connecting Venetian to the Sphere. So if you have Sphere tickets, it's easy access to the Sphere.
Yeah, easy in, easy out.
Yep.
It was great for us, and right now Wizard of Oz just started, so you can see Wizard of Oz stuff all throughout the property.
Yep.
And I do believe that this is something new, because we tried to walk to the Sphere a year ago, and I felt like all the signs were pointing us out back to the street.
Outside, yeah.
Whereas now, at least with the Wizard of Oz going on, there's a lot of signs that point you in the right direction. So you don't have to be worried about getting confused when you walk in at any location.
Yeah, it was very convenient.
It was. I would say that the location is pretty great.
I agree.
You know, you're just slightly north of the center strip area, which would be around Flamingo Bellagio area. You can get to anything that you really want to.
Yep.
There is Walgreens and CVS very close within.
I would say pretty much on property.
Yeah, almost on property. You just have to go outside to get into them for the most part. The ones that we've seen. There's probably more out there.
I agree. There is one downside to the Venetian, and it really is something minor, but most people who walk this area know it. There's a smell between Palazzo and Venetian when you're walking outside. It's not a pleasant smell, and I've never not smelled it.
No, it's the most disgusting sewage smell, and it'll be interesting. If you've been to Vegas enough times, you probably know about the smell that we're talking about, and unfortunately it's right outside where Bizarre Meat's going to be.
I know.
So, if you walk by Palazzo, check it out.
The other thing that I believe works really well here at the Venetian, it's the thing we've heard people want to be brought back, is the theming. They have embraced this Venetian theme and just ran with it. From the outside to the inside to the rooms, like we said, even to our terrace room, it feels like an Italian themed.
I agree. And I think that's where you look at Luxor, you look at Excalibur, where they had the themes and all they did was strip away piece after piece after piece.
Yeah.
And the Venetian has the bones to remain that way. I mean, they may not have people dressed up as like Venetian soldiers from 300, 500 years ago. I don't know when they were big. Anyway, but
they do
the
have
bones are here.
They have gondoliers and they're dressed up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that includes like from the entryways to the artwork on the ceilings to the tiles in the hallways. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely impressive.
It is one of those where even if you're not staying here, you should come walk through here because it's stunning. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, and I had a fantastic stay.
I hope we get to come back.
We are hopeful. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. All our links are down below.
Later.